If you do everything right, then you don't overfit. Yeah, no shit, yeah. Not recent, but have you seen the post by Jacob Buckman? He had some very hot takes on machine learning, including that overfitting doesn't exist. What? Okay, hold on, let's read. The three worst ideas in deep learning are batch norm, epics, and overfitting. Did you know that this is pronounced epic? Overfitting definitely doesn't exist. I built a model that predicted every one of my observations exactly. Yeah, see? Boom. Overfitting doesn't exist, bro. See, this is gonna be, you know, we're gonna get to the punchline here, and it's gonna be something like semantic. The reason why there's no overfitting is because of semantics. That's like gonna be the punchline, right? Batch norm is an abstraction-breaking, bug-inducing layer of hot garbage. Okay, neural networks are functions. They depend on their inputs, not on the other things in their batch. Okay? People only think batch norm works empirically because they haven't looked closely enough. What? Epics are a completely irrelevant computational abstraction, which we have somehow completely infected the minds and code bases of the entire community. Neural networks don't look at data points. That's anthropomorphizing bullshit. Wow, okay. Neural net training is measured in gradient steps. I get the passion from him. I feel like this was me when I gave a fuck. Way back when. Like when I was, what was this kid? Yeah, PhD candidate. When I was a PhD candidate and I was like, yeah, you know what? I hate it when people say, you know, an area in the brain is lighting up. Because that's anthropomorphizing bullshit. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this person is just picky, you know? It's like when you meet someone who's like really passionate about, is a hot dog a sandwich, you know? Like you have people who literally will yell at each other about this. If your network is too big or you train too much, your generalization will get worse is lies fed to you by learning theorists who can't admit that everything they've done is irrelevant and they have no idea what is going on. Now, this is where I lost you. Are you saying that overfitting does not happen in practice? In fact, I am saying something stronger. Not only does overfitting not happen in practice, but it also doesn't happen in theory, in the right learning theory. This is how you know two things about this person. One, they're just very angry. Maybe they put too much into Doge that day, and later on in May, Doge went from like 70 cents to 20 cents. Jacob Buckman is like, yeah, see, I knew it. It's because I overfit, but I didn't overfit. I didn't overfit because that doesn't exist. If you do everything right, then you don't overfit. Yeah, no shit, yeah. When someone develops something, they might not necessarily know what they developed, but people start using it immediately. So the investigation into some of these things, like even though you put them out there, even though something's out in practice, you might not necessarily know all the interactions until it's actually out there being tried by a bunch of people, right? And then folks like this come along where they try to challenge the underlying principles of these things. And I think that's good. Like that should be applauded in science, in research. We should always strive to do the things that the initial the principles of the scientific method have taught us, you know, falsifiability. Does overfitting exist? Yeah. Maybe the hot take here is that this wasn't a hot take at all, because this person's coming from it with a conditional statement that this is all related to neural net architecture. So does he say that the stuff doesn't exist elsewhere? He doesn't say that, right? Yeah, I see this as someone who's just very passionate about what they do. And that's fine. Is this correct now?